Hi. Hope everyone's doing well today. It's Memorial Day, 2025. Day where we honor all the all the men for talking about the mind is the masculine. But 95, if not more, of male bodies have had to die for the freedoms that we have today. For there to be in America. For there to be any freedoms. Something that has been a part of my life to help facilitate, to spread across the world. Only because a world cycle, a global cycle of mankind is trying to resolve itself. It has to do with the mother and the problem of the chicken and the egg. It's a sticky topic and situation, but somebody has to talk about it. So it might as well be me, right? If I was called to do it, and then we're here. So, how is it? Just let's just go over the whole thing. The universe, all the light in it came from nothingness. And that nothingness, that blackness, that space between all the stars, that's the feminine, first and foremost. But how could that be? That's nothing, right? That doesn't exist. But then they have to fold it inside of itself and say, okay, well, so then is the masculine the bodies, the celestial bodies, or is it the light? Or is it what grows out of the bodies? Like what's on the surface of the planets? Where's the feminine in the process? Like the sun. Okay, so then is it a male or female body? It's totally dense and black inside, looking like it's hollow. And black is traditionally the feminine color. But male and masculine, weirdly enough, is the white light. But white has all the colors in it. Well, how the fuck could that be? He's all split up in infinite colors, but he has to be white, but he's all like, what's black, right? Where'd he come from? I don't know. He has to find his mom and his dad. It's a cosmic confusion. And if all all the nature, all the things in nature are protected and grown by this invisible force of this divine of the feminine as a representation of it, then and it all goes together and you can't kill it really, and it grew up all by itself. Then why did it decide to let one kind of creature pop up and stand on top of its own body apart from its body and look around like, what am I doing here? Who am I? Uh, why are there other people like me? Um, and all the whys, all the questions, when everything else just exists and it's taken care of until it's not. But then that's cruel too. Then nothing has any choice. It's just a baby and a monster until the day it dies. And both at the same time. He's completely blind. But nature's so sensitive, it can see just fine. Why even wild animals aren't afraid of me? The armadillo's fucking walking up to me in the middle of the night, in the middle of the street, that see me from a long ways away, and literally see me come up and run straight up to my feet and look at me. And raccoons do the same thing. Skunks do the same thing. In the middle of the night, just run up to me just to say hi. Like, what the? When there's only one thing out and I gotta run up to it when they know that they're supposed to be afraid of people. But not this one. I don't know if I told the story of I was at a friend's house and I'm just pacing across the porch, and I was like, "Hey, there's a cat there." He's like, "Oh yeah, that cat doesn't like nobody. He doesn't won't come near anybody." And I turn my head, look at the cat, and the cat goes, and I sit down, and the cat goes, "Brr," and then jumps through the bush that's hollow because all the leaves fell off it, and rubs against my body one way and the other, and then jumps up in the bush and flirts and shows off in the tree like, "Hi." I look at Daryl, I'm like, I thought this cat wouldn't come to anybody. But he acts like this girl cat acts like she's mine. I don't know. And I didn't even try to pet her. Just respect. And she all rubbed up all on me and then went and showed off. It was cute. Why is every egg a feminine and a masculine have to be this fucking snake? It comes out of a pair of balls with a trillion others. All in a single shot. In the dark. After all this fucking work and all this shit. And you have to fucking swim uphill against not even know where the fuck it's at. Totally removed from anything. Just to get to one fucking place that it knows how to get to, but how the fuck could it ever know that? How? How could it fucking know that? And then it busts in, and then the feminine goes, "Ah, I gotcha," and then it turns into, now the monster's alive, and it splits into 2 cells, and then 4, and then 8, and then boom, then it's got a heart, and then it builds the rest of the machine around the heart. All the way up to the DNA inside going, let's see, we're checking the environment on the outside, but we've never been outside. What's a we? This is inside of an egg of a million cells now, billion cells, trillion cells, and we're like an alien, just fucking planning to take over the world and don't even fucking exist or belong or what the fuck is this? Out of nothing, like the Big Bang, and everything facilitated by being to wait to the last couple months. Yeah, don't know if it's a boy or girl. And then all of a sudden he goes, because everything's a girl first. You know, I think I'm gonna be a boy. As if that's the easy way out, you know? I'm gonna let everything take care of me. And so they've had to keep continually folding it under and cutting the head off and just Ouroboros. Because there's 3 things that happen in nature in the history of mankind of when the woman is in control of the boys. They become very soft and gentle, and that's good to some degree. But they become weak and limited because they only do what mom allows them to do. And she'll overfeed them. She'll give them everything they want. Or she'll make sure they turn out a certain way, like she's pruning bonsais. But then, like they're her toys. That's weird. Or she turn them into soldiers, little monsters, to protect the mother. And anybody that pisses her off or she doesn't like in town, she goes sick her boys on them. So she's got an army of bastards. And she'll kill all the dads. Because, well, she just needs the seed. He's his own man. He's useless. It's best if he just fucks her and goes off to war to die. Now she got to keep the good piece. She can kill it, or she can use it to become a weapon. Or, then the third option is she abandons him. She makes it and throws it away. But make sure that it's good enough that it'll be able to take care of itself, or that somebody else will get it. Somebody else's problem. This has to do with the universal feminine that has become mankind's problem. Especially if every single physical body is feminine and we're all a dude up here stuck in his head or a pair of dudes, however you want to look at it. The mind with the minds. The mind is masculine, or the feminine, however you want to look at it. And the subconscious is a huge fucking bag, like a vagina. It just holds everything in it. Everything comes in. It just fucking stores it. And then whenever you want some out of it, you can't get it out. You're like, oh man, I fucking did that 100 times in high school, but now I can't remember. Well, fuck. But then suddenly, like shit that it doesn't have nothing to do with nothing, just pops up out of that bag and just gives it to you. Like, what the fuck? This is a weird ass mama. What's the point of subconscious if it's collecting every single thing and vision and piece of whatever that exists, recording all the time, like a monster kind of, but at the same time, it won't serve me, it won't serve you, it won't serve this body. Who the fuck is it serving? If I'm like, trying to do something, and it's like, I don't want you to do that. Okay, what do you want me to do? I don't know. Okay, well then I guess we'll do what I want to do. What's what? Like that's a fucking question. What's with the second guessing? If we're a unified thing, as a body and a mind and soul, where's division at? And that's why the question of the world, in a sense, has to do with God. Well, who made here? How did we get here? And if a woman can't raise herself, how could she? And if she has a baby and it doesn't become her end all be all, and she do everything she possibly can to make it grow and handsome or pretty and learn everything that it possibly can, so that it'll be the greatest possible extension of her and serve the world as a pay it forward of what she did for her child, and especially the boys. Then how could she? It's the chicken and egg. Then how could she want a guy to take care of her and go out and find one and then get all the care from him? But then the children become second or third in line. And at the same time, the husband, is expendable. But that's her end all be all, and she got all her shit from him. Especially the kids, that she couldn't have had nothing without him. But then she don't need him. She don't need them. And that's why the man says the women have to hold all the money. Right? And somehow karma, the universal karma, and the law and everything has to come back against a woman. How could you have a first lady in the White House if she didn't raise and walk with her husband and carry him, in a sense, the whole way as the nation? So why we got Colombia as a representative of America? I wonder why. That's what I want to talk about right now. Or everybody think about. So I'll talk to you. See you again after a while. Ciao.